Okay, Keir, so despite going 1-0 down again, we come back and beat Roman Glass 3-1. A fantastic performance, I thought. What did you make of it?
Yeah, really good display, especially after going 1-0 down very early on. Responded really well and ended up going in 2-1 at half-time. Slow start. Probably not our best for the first 10 minutes. Was a little bit scrappy. Started to get on each other a little bit. And I think once we've settled down and we dominated the rest of the half, other than that free kick that they scored, I'll have to look back at it to see how it's gone in, because it didn't look a very good one. But after we settled down a little bit, dominated the rest of the half and deservedly went into the break. We had lots of chances. End product was a little bit suspect towards the end of the half, and once we seemed to start getting better balls into the box from set plays or just from out wide or balls into our front men, I think that we looked good value for the win in the end. Not to say that they didn't have their chances throughout the game, but to have the third goal from the penalty so early on in the second half, it really does settle you down. They're a good side, and to take 6 points off of Roman Glass, not every team will do that this season. So I'm really, really pleased. And I said to the boys in the changing room after the 1-1 draw with Bishop's Cleeve on Saturday, that's only a really good point if you follow that up with a performance Tuesday at Roman Glass, and we did, and deservedly come away with 3 points. So delighted with that.
And it's not too often you bring Gary Higdon off. How comfortable were you that you could keep the 2-goal difference?
Yeah, and I think that's been probably one of our main issues for the little that little patch that we had. We just looked tired. So I brought in Bathy, who's signed recently. Really great option for us. Higgs was on a booking as well. So if he wasn't on a booking, I probably wouldn't have brought him off so soon. But it just alleviates a bit of pressure from him. And I think he's appreciative of that as well. I don't think that you have to then rely on Higdon every single week, and we've got Matty back to scoring again tonight. Waxy put in a really good shift for 90 minutes, his first since he's come back to the club. Jimmer come on and nearly nabbed a goal himself. So I think goals coming from other areas is going to be helpful, or assists coming from other areas, or just chances, or just taking some of the load off Higgs. So yeah, it's not something that happens very often, as you said, but with the new signing of Ryan, it's something that I'm happy to do and just give him a little bit of a rest so we can be fresher for Saturday.
And I'm pretty sure it was another goal line clearance from Mark Cooper again today. How happy are you defensively that we managed to keep Roman Glass out in the first 10 minutes to not concede more than one?
Yeah, that one was a really good goal line clearance. Again, Coops is got that one on lockdown to read the danger there. So yeah, he'll do that like you've seen Saturday tonight, and he'll continue that for the season. But our back four tonight, Dave Thompson was absolutely tremendous, an absolute Rolls Royce back there. I know we don't get him very often, but you can see the difference in leadership and communication when he plays. We don't get him all the time, and I'd love to have him due to work commitments and things like that. But whenever he plays, he puts in a proper shift, and he's a proper leader. And we looked really, really solid with him back there tonight.
And a big attendance for us tonight at the South Bank, with thanks to AFC Corsham. Could you give me a little bit of information about how important the link between us and AFC Corsham will be for us?
Yeah, so I think the statements that went out covered a good deal of that. I think it's something that's been coming or been needed for a few years, and one of the main focuses from the chairman when we came in together at the start of when I took over, it was to bring that community feel back to the football club. And we did that with linking the development and the first team, make sure we train together, do all socials together. And that's been sort of like the spearhead for this coming around now. You've got the youth team coming through. I want to see youth team players playing for the development, and I want them to be knocking on the first team door. We had 6 of the AFC Corsham under-16s that come up and trained with the first team. We've had an AFC youth team come out as mascots today, and that's how it should be. At my former club at Melksham, they were really, really good at that, and that was something that we've spoke about recently. Simon Bray from AFC Corsham, we've had a lot of meetings together, and it's just something that just ties the community, the town and all the teams in together. So yeah, long may that continue. And it was a brilliant night at the South Bank, and a really, really good crowd. Another win, and we're bubbling along nicely now.
And Chris Allen picked up man of the match. A quick comment on his performance.
Yeah, really good performance. Chrissy, intelligent, played for me for a number of years now. Can always rely on him. Unbelievable quality from the set play to give us the second goal right on the stroke of half time. So he's important for us for the longevity of the season, and his performance tonight was another one of those standout ones, along with Dave Thompson. So yeah, those two were probably head and shoulders above the rest today, but a team performance that you're not going to overlook. You couldn't pick a fault with anyone today. Everyone put in a really good shift, and yeah, absolutely delighted midweek after a tough game Saturday to come away with 3 points against a really good side.
And finally, it doesn't get any easier for you. We welcome Westfields to the South Bank on Saturday. Westfields at the moment, I think, currently sit in 6th, so a very tough afternoon for us ahead. Does tonight give the lads a confidence boost going into that?
Yeah, I think we can be confident after the last three performances really. The bounce back after the disappointment at home to Bradford, we've then won 2 and drawn 1, so we can go in there unbeaten in 3. And I think they've had a disappointing result to Tuffley tonight. They've lost 1-0. So they'll be looking to put things right Saturday, so that probably makes it tougher for us. But it will be very similar to every other game we've played this year. I don't think there's been... I probably can only count 2 games where we've been really comfortable. That was first game of the season at Hallen, and then the bank holiday game against Calne, where you can almost sit back and relax a little bit towards the end of the game. Every single other game that we've played, we've had to be at it from the first minute to the 90th, and if we haven't won, or we haven't picked up good points. So the boys know exactly what's needed. But again, a side that we don't know much about. And it's just going to be one of those close games in the Hellenic Prem. We get no easy games at the moment. You only have to look at tonight, look at Saturday, and then the one that we've got coming up. So yeah, it's going to be one of those games that could go either way. And if the boys play like they have done the last couple of games, we'll be fine, and we'll put in a display that would warrant 3 points. But you don't always get that. So yeah, we have to just make sure that we prepare right. They'll have the rest of the week off now, and come in Saturday morning and hopefully that put in another display that will just keep the charge on, really. Again, like you said, don't really know what our expectations are ourselves in the change room at the minute, so you're just sort of seeing where little runs take you and what happens at Christmas time, if we're 10th or if we're 6th or if we're 3rd, who knows. But the experience that the boys are picking up along the way, some of the young players, Matt Swan come back in tonight. He's been injured for a couple of weeks. Their experience being in a change room with lots of other experienced lads. So, yeah, we'll just we'll keep putting little pieces of the puzzle together and just see what happens over the course of the season.